Here's Jason Aldean in trouble with a heartbreak at Kicks Country 92.9, number one for New Country. Good morning. It's 9:31, and it's about this time on Wednesday mornings when we present Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. We're going to see what he's got to say today about somebody's question that has been submitted previously, and perhaps that's you. That's the question you submitted. Or if you've always wanted to, I'll tell you how to go about that coming up in a moment as well. But first, would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Todd. How are you doing this beautiful morning?
Terrific. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks for asking.
I'd expect nothing less from you. Not even COVID could knock you back, even though you got it twice in a row.
I'm back and I'm rocking and rolling.
Better on the other side. Good. Okay. Well, that's good because we need you in all of your professional glory, so to speak, to lend your experience to this very difficult question that we've received. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go, Bruce. The email says, my son was T-boned by a car that ran a stop sign. He was taken to the hospital with a broken neck, collapsed lung, and concussion. The driver who ran the stop sign was a ride-share driver with a passenger in the back. When we contacted his insurance company, they indicated he was not covered under their policy because he failed to notify them that he was a driver for a rideshare company. The medical bills, therapy, and lost income are devastating for my son and his new family. Can the lawyer help us? And Bruce, I'll just say before you jump in here, all I know about this is I know that nowadays when you renew your policy or you sign up for an automobile policy, they do ask you about rideshare obligations because they're very wary about these situations in these modern times. So I'm wondering if that can exclude him from being covered. But what's your take on this?
Well, first of all, most automobile insurance policies have an exclusion for performing work while you're operating your vehicle. Mm-hmm. So people who are operating a vehicle like a rideshare, but there's a lot of other types. If you're driving your car for work or you're delivering something for work, that's excluded from the normal policy.
Right.
So if you are a rideshare, number one, you should make sure you get a policy that doesn't exclude rideshares. But more importantly, in this situation, and it's important to note that the rideshare had a passenger in the vehicle. Mm-hmm. Companies like Lyft and Uber mm-hmm. provide insurance while they're actually on the clock.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm pretty sure that Uber has $1 million worth of coverage mm-hmm. if you have a passenger in the car. So, yes, the main question is, should he contact the lawyer? Absolutely. The first thing they should do, after assessing their medical condition is contact the lawyer because the lawyer knows, how to navigate the situation.
Right.
How to, number one, to review the insurance policy of the driver, but number two, and more importantly, put the rideshare company on notice and pursue a claim against them. And we haven't discussed our old friend. First of all, the injured person would be entitled to $10,000 of PIP,
right?
Personal injury protection benefits from their own insurance company,
okay,
which pays their medical bills up to $10,000. Mm-hmm. Although that wouldn't go very far.
Not in this case, no.
And second of all, uninsured motorist coverage.
Okay, that can come into play
that's
here.
That's always important. That's always something to check into.
I see. So a lot of different angles of this, and perhaps so far the pursuit has been against the wrong insurance company. Need to be talking to the rideshare company, perhaps for some compensation here. What I also think about here is I feel bad because here I hear it's a young guy. He's got a new family. I think of this young family just starting out. Medical bills are already piling up. It's not going to be long before the collector's phone calls start coming in. It would be such a relief while he's healing to be able to say, call my attorney. Just take that all off of him.
Absolutely. We would, take all those responsibilities. We'd make sure his medical bills, are taken care of. And, hopefully we'd be able to make a sizable recovery for him.
Right. It's just such a relief to have somebody like yourself in the corner backing you up in a situation like this. Okay, Bruce, well, that sounds good. There is definitely some light at the end of the tunnel here, as we say. I thank you once again for weighing in.
It's my pleasure, Todd. I always enjoy your challenging questions.
Okay, sir. Well, I want you to have a good weekend. Say hi to everybody, and we'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Okay, thank you, Todd. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Bruce. Bye-bye. Let's give it up again for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Let me remind you also that if you've missed any of our previous Ask the Lawyer features, you can go to blslaw.com to hear previous questions get answered. blslaw, all one word, .com. There's also a new blog there to ask questions about, ride shares and that kind of thing. Now, if you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, all you have to do is go to our station website and type Bruce in the keyword search box. And if you have a more immediate and pressing need, like in this case, a young family just starting out and somebody's badly injured, well, don't wait. Don't reach out to the radio station. Go straight to calling their Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner, 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. And tell them that Todd sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.